As I would venture to say, there's only one good Let's Play channel out there on all of internetdom, and everything else is just total garbage, including this. Okay, let's go for that B-17 bomber. Oh, fuck. Something like, your teacher's gotta stay with us cause a bunch of dirty Italians don't like him. I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable and animal and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical from Mirror Thunderwater, Lou and order categorical. I am the fuck it. Close enough. Watching. So here's another DBZ story. I'm rapidly running out of these, but, so when I was in college, there was a douchebag who had a DBZ shirt, and there was a girl who was hitting on him and complimenting his shirt, and wow, you're so cool with your Dragon Ball Z shirt and short. and then the douchebag said, hey, well, you gotta go Super Saiyan sometimes. I wanted to rain on his parade because he was a fake DBZ fan and I was a real one, and I could have pointed out to him that his statement was incorrect because on the shirt that he was wearing, Goku wasn't going Super Saiyan, but he was actually doing the Kaioken technique. So I could have said to him, actually, that's the Kaioken technique. And then he would have done one of two things. He either would have been shocked and said, do you mean to tell me I bought the wrong shirt? That would have been option A, or option B, he probably would have just punched me in the face. Let's Play audiences love it when you reference things from the 90s. Stoop kids afraid to leave us, stoop. Stoop kids afraid to leave us. Then they got the Killzone guys, the Hellghasts as it were. Hellghast Pataki. Has anybody done that? Has anybody made Hellghast Pataki fan art? Just a quick PSA before we get started here. I was trying out this game for the first time last night just to test it out before I started filming, and the stupid assholes that made this game don't give you the option to start a new game, so there's literally no way for me to show you the first 30 minutes of the game. That's you just can't go back. So here's an approximation of what the first 30 minutes of this game were like. I am the bad man. I'm gonna use my army of anime pretty boys to shoot at some buildings. Here they come. Oh no. Stop it, Frieza. You are a bad man. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Don't forget about me, Original the character. I represent the player. Customization. Okay, so after watching that, I'd say you're pretty much up to speed on what this game is about. Harry Potter and the particularly stubborn quillfish. Hey you, hologram, I'm gonna kick your ass. I gotta work on my Hank Hill impression that sounded less like Hank Hill and more like Bill Clinton. Hey you, hologram, I'm gonna kick your ass. Anyway, the second thing that I know about PlayStation Home was there was that controversy where Jontron said PlayStation Home is retarded, and then everyone was all, we just decided last week that that's not acceptable to say. How did you not know that? You're literally Hitler for saying the word that we just took off the list of acceptable words. Jesus Christ! The theme of the Simpsons episode was poetry, and for some reason J. Jonah Jameson was the head of the poetry company. He was saying, I need you to get me pictures of Spider-Man. He said, but this is a poems company. Well, then I need you to get me poems about Spider-Man and use this rhyming scheme. A, B, C, B, 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 D, B, C, B, D, B, B, D, B, D, A, B, C, D, B. So anyway, here's a funny idea I had recently. So, what if they tried to reboot Family Matters for a modern-day audience, and they tried to have a teachable moment about current hot-button political issues, and here's how the episode would go. Okay, so Carl walks into the living room, and Steve is hunched over on a computer typing. Steve turns around to look at Carl, and he has a new tattoo on his forehead. And so Carl says, "Steve, is that a hate symbol tattooed on your forehead?" And Steve says, "It's not a hate symbol, Carl. You see, I've been watching some YouTube videos that have really enlightened me on how the world works. You know that despite making up 13% of the population..." Steve, I'm not even going to let you finish this sentence. And then to try and teach him a lesson, Carl takes Steve to a skinhead rally to see it in person. And then they get there, and Carl thinks, now that I see all this stuff up close, this kind of starts to make a whole lot of sense. So then Laura has to, holy fuck, look at that. There are no documentaries about how Arthur has declined over the last 20 years. I mean, people always say that about The Simpsons. There's like 50,000 videos on YouTube about the day The Simpsons died. Hello, YouTube. It's me, Simpson Man 537.8 here. The worst episode of The Simpsons occurred on October 11th, 2004, because it was the episode where Homer said that he didn't like the Nintendo GameCube. After seeing this, I flew into a blind rage and smashed everything within a 50-mile... Wait, no, not 50 miles. Within a 50-foot radius. I had never been so outraged by those yellow people... no, out of context, that can sound bad. I had never been so outraged by my favorite yellow family... That's not much better. Anyway, I had depended on The Simpsons for emotional support for oh so many years, but when they started trashing the GameCube, well, that was the last straw. We Nintendo fans deserve better. What was the start of this bit? There's too many videos on the internet about how the Simpsons has gone downhill. That went on for so long that I wasn't quite sure what the point of it was by the end of it.